Сегодня на утреннем уроке был вопрос, являются.
Today in the morning lesson, there was a question: is the opinion of my friends, is it opposite to my own opinion? And above these opinions, I raise and above them, and by doing that, I become a specialist in scrutiny. But for that, I need to constantly take in the lacks of my friends in the world. And the question is, as a woman, how much do I need to do this? To what extent do I need to do this?
I personally don't know what to do with women in the spiritual work. We have never had a state. In our times, there's nothing to learn from, or an example, to get an example of such a quantity will long for the revelation of the spiritual world. I am truly blissful that we're in such a state. It's really pointing to a new state that we've reached, where the world needs correction. But to organize women in tens is practically something that I think is still not an act that is realistic. Maybe it is, but nevertheless, it won't succeed like with the men, I think. It would be much more effective and qualitative, but we need to try somehow, maybe. And if there are such states between them that they don't know how to overcome, or can't overcome, and the women have a problem of connection between them that is much more serious than with men. Men don't have such natural relations of mutual rejection. Therefore, I don't know how to guide women, how to connect properly or unite between them. From the Torah, we can see that men connect in groups, they connect to tens, and the women are around them, but not between them connected. And also, where it's said about the state of Mount Sinai, the men were around the mountain, and around them, the women were around them. Meaning, allegorically, it's speaking about the fact that the women are there as support towards the men. They pressure the man, they organize the man, they coerce a man, and in such a manner, it's a very intense power. And it's clear how in our world, the power of a woman is much more, she's subtle on one hand, much more subtler than a man is, but she very silently, at least, spins the world. We're not talking about the fact that men are yelling and making noise. That's all toys and noise and games. But other than that, everything in the world is defined by women. And therefore we need to find such a formula for the women dissemination, their participation in the wisdom of Kabbalah, such that it will be clear and understood and suit the spiritual development. And still, I cannot express this in a clear manner. I'm telling you what we have. I can't imagine to myself a woman 10. I mean, I can depict it, but the connection is very artificial. It's not like with men. And to say the same thing to men and women, I can't. I can't, because each of them feels themselves very differentiated from the others. And in men, that doesn't exist. They hug with one another. They're feeling that togetherness. That's their nature. What will you counsel me with?
Будем развиваться дальше, и затем...
We'll continue to advance and develop, and then we'll be wiser.